Hello, this is Miho. How are you guys doing from Canada? Saying hello. I hope you guys are doing well mentally and physically. So today, I'm gonna share about this one incident that happened to me while I was jogging, self-isolated, and I was keeping distance from other people, but this one lady who had a coffee on her hand, I guess she was enjoying the walk, but when I approached towards her, she was walking towards me, and I thought I had a distance, but for her, I was too close. To me, it was more than 2 meters. But anyway, she gave me a gesture that you get away from me, like totally in annoyance and agitated and disgusted. You know those, incident that you occasionally run into? It's like treating you as a garbage, sort of. Anyway, so I moved way far from her. Anyway, I just kept going, and then I was thinking, okay, now, how do I feel? And I felt really bad, something really heavy on me. But I knew that this is not coming from my feeling, so that I recognize that difference, the differentiation between what you feel from internally and what you're actually feeling from outward, right? So you know the difference, so you just let it go. You cut that out from you because it's nothing to do the feeling that's coming out of you. You're affected by those around you, those who are feeling irritated or angry or full of fear or agitated for some reasons, right? And when I didn't know this, probably I carried this bad feeling, like, being treated really badly throughout my day, and it pops up from time to time, and then I made myself really down or bad because I had this one incident in a day. So it's very important to know occasionally you run into those people who give you a bad vibe or bad energy, and you wonder why they do it. The thing is, you don't know. She might be having arguments, in a family, or she had such a bad day or sad day or something that's really worrying her financially or health-wise, and it just couldn't handle it. Anyone that's entering her space, or you just don't know. But the thing is, the feel that you get from others, that's not yours. So you just let it go. It's like letting go your past. It's all done. You don't need to hold on to that feel, especially that's coming from other people. And then also when you encounter those people, it's a good reminder that you don't do the same to other people. And it's like you always felt frustrated or something that's along the way in your life, and then a lot of people tend to just pass it on to the others or to the next generation, especially the parents, because that's all you need, all you know. But when you recognize, consciously aware, the things that you felt really bad because somebody said something or did something, you know how bad you felt. So you want to just discontinue that actions or treatment to the others at your life, so you don't carry that on to the next generations or to those around you. So that's a good reminder that, okay, I never do that again, because you felt not good, you felt really bad. So it's a good way to do the self-reminder and the self-check. So that's the one way to look at the event, that you don't feel good about what's happening, and you just let it go. And there's so many things out there that is more important to that one little incident. So you shift your focus on something that you really feel important. So those little things, it doesn't matter. And it's always there. Like, for instance, when you go stroll around a beautiful park, lots of flowers, lots of greenery, beautiful maintained, but there are always garbage or poops if you look hard enough. So it's just where you put the focus on. So there are people who always be in a bad mood, or making things, stir up or trouble, or making other people feel bad. There are always people like that. But where you focus on, you're going to focus on the beautiful trees and flowers, or you're going to always look down and focus on something bad, like the poops or garbage or something that's not pleasing to your eyes. So that's your choice too. And another thing is that when you do such a behaviors to the others, you're not fulfilled. You are irritated, angry, frustrated, or stressed. It may be unavoidable. You just, couldn't handle it yourself, so you just let it out. Let it out part is important. When you keep it all in, it bursts to the one point and it becomes like a bomb, and that's scary too. So you need to know how to release those nicely. But when you keep yourself satisfied, fulfilled, by adjusting your vibrations, or you always letting go all those bad negative feel. So you don't need to just make other people or those around you feel bad just because you're in a bad mood or irritated or frustrated. So you take it out on other people to feel good momentarily, because you just let it out, give that frustration to other people. And that's how other people feel bad, and it's more like you're giving all the poisons out in the air. And especially in a family setting, and the kids, they're very susceptible to those feelings, and they have no judgment. They love you as parents. They believe everything the parents say. They see the world through the parents. The parents are the first adults that they encounter. So they put unconditional love and trust. So it's important as a parents to be, peace and fulfilled and steady and harmonize with yourself. Otherwise, you just react to the situation, and when you get irritated or frustrated, angry, you just give off those poisonous air into the family, and the kids will see the world like, oh, the life must be hard, life must be tough, it's always a struggle. They don't see a beautiful things through your parents, and they learn that, and they become really tight or scared, or they just become so rigid in a certain ways. So it's not just you, for those around you, you need to be in peace yourself and fulfilled and let go of all those negative feelings as it comes up. And it will come up. It's not going to go away. And it will get less and less when your conscious level is going up, because it doesn't affect you as much as before. Like I get affected so much on the little details. Like if someone was whispering behind me, I felt, oh, they're talking about me badly. That's the automatic negative thoughts or negative talk to myself, right? So when your conscious level goes up, those little things nagging, it don't bother you as much. But there are, always bad situation or negativities, so you learn not to react just because. So you differentiate what you're feeling internally and what you're feeling from outward. And so the world would be such a beautiful place and peaceful place if individual will look after themselves. They know how to look after how they feel, like peace in their mind and peace in their heart, and treat others as if you wanted to be treated by, and you're always conscious about others, and you flourish or you shine because you just love to live your life, not somebody else's life or pretend to be somebody else. You're you, that's fine. And that's the place that really good, harmonized, and the peace resides. And in order to find that place in yourself, you let go of all the things that's bothering you from the past. And there is a lot of methods out there, like memory flipping, changing the light bulbs. You use your imagination because your memory is something that you have in your data, but as you go along in your life, your memory changes or fades, because whatever that you had that memory was that time, say when you're 10, you're traumatized at a certain event. But when you revisit, because you're grown up from that age, so your memory is not exactly the same. And of course, you have those trauma and the feeling that hasn't resolved, but you could really embrace that person that's you at that age, and you know the feeling because that's your life, and you just heal that feeling, embrace that kid when you were 10, and just tell you, the age 10, that she wanted to hear from, say, parents or other people. She just wanted to hear maybe, she's doing really good, she's doing the best, and really, really appreciate the effort, or some sort of line, and instead of being criticized or trash it down or anything like that, right? So you need to revisit yourself when you had these bad feelings, and then you embrace yourself. And when you keep doing that, you will become lighter, because now you're letting go of those negative feelings, like something that's always holding you down. And then as you go along your day, like today, you encounter certain situation that doesn't make you feel good, but you just let that go. So that's the process or habits that you develop, and it really helps you to clear your path, because now you can focus on something that's really important to you, and you just differentiate what you're feeling internally versus what you're feeling from outside force. And a lot of the time you feel bad because of other people's feelings, angers, frustration, irritations, and you just separate that and you go on with your life. Okay, so it's a good reminder to see those situations or people that you don't want to be like that, so you do not repeat to the others or to the next generations, and you focus on the things that's really important to you, or joyful, happy, right, things, and you just let go. It might pop up again and again because you're just not used to feeling that way, or you just don't like that feeling, but you just let go because that's not coming out of you internally. So you can just let it go and move on. And when a conscious level, when your conscious level is higher, those things happen less and less, and it doesn't bother you as much anymore. So you operate your life out of high conscious level, which is like peace, harmonized, neutral, love, and then you see the whole picture, and you come to the point that you understand why people behave that way, or why parents treated you so strict way, or not as kind way. And the one thing I learned is that, like, when you're growing up, you just don't see it because you're going along, you're growing up. But once you reach to the certain point, people are doing everything at their best of the knowledge that they have at that time, that given time. So the parents who are very strict to their kids, for instance, they are doing their best of their knowledge that given to them. They might be brought up, or they're taught, as a parents, to be strict to the kids. That's the good parenting, because they're gonna go on to life and they need to support themselves to be strong, and it's a war out there. You need to survive, you need to be very strong. It might not turn out that way, but that's all they knew. So as a parents, they did what they believed. It might not a best methods, but as a parents at that given time, that's the best knowledge that they had. So same thing applies to everyone. They're doing their best of their knowledge at a given time, and then you will grow, you will learn, you will change, you do the modifications. That's life. So you want to keep going towards the better way, right? So it's always a learning process, and it's an ongoing learning, especially parenting, because everything is so new. There is no manual to follow, because people are so different from each other, right? And it makes you grow through the mistakes, through the failures, through frustrations and all that. But the more you experience, the more you know what not to do. So that's a great thing as well. So you, even though you're treated badly, for instance, you will become to the point where you really appreciate, because now you understand they did the best they could of their knowledge at the given time. Their brought up environment could be so different from different generations, right? So you just don't know all the details, but it all depends on you now as an adult to choose how you want to lead your life. So take that, whatever the pain in the past may be, to shape you to be a strong person and make you as an individual person as very unique. So try to align yourself by letting go of all the heaviness out of you. Okay? So have a great day. Bye-bye.